So what we had done in our last session, we had created one utility. Okay. So we are discussing about what? Use reducer. What is use reducer, guys? What is use reducer? It is a hook. It is a hook which will be basically used, like, you are using multiple, like, like use state and all. So you can avoid it by using use reducer. Okay. You can avoid it by using use reducer. Okay. So 1 second. Internet is. Yeah. Okay. So in this, what we had done, we had taken one example. Where we took two values, value 1 and value 2. And whenever we click on calculate, then it is going to give us sum, subtraction, multiplication, division, and mod. So what we are doing for this, we are using our state variable. Yes or no? How you can use a state variable in your functional component? Using React.useState. React.useState you can use. So what is the outcome of a React.useState function? You can destructure the respective variable and its set state function. Okay. So the limitation is useState can take only one argument at a time, only one variable at a time. So if you have 5 variables here, you need 5 variables, right, to keep this results. It is sum, subtraction, multiplication, division, mod. Then you have to invoke it 5 times. useState 5 times you have to invoke. Okay. So after that, what we are doing, we are having a function click event for this. We have bound a function click event for this. And when upon clicking on this, what we are triggering, we are getting the values from this value reference. Okay. That is value reference dot current dot value. This is how we achieve the value whenever we use references. Yes or no? Because we are using use reference hooks. See, in this example, whatever we have discussed so far, every hook is in use. Yes or no? So then value reference, we have taken value reference 1, value 1 reference, value 2 reference. And after that, what we are doing? We are adding them and we are calling set add. That means it is set state for addition, set state for subtraction, set for multiplication, set d for division, and set state for modulus. Yes or no? And after that, what? After setting it, what we are accessing? We are accessing these values. So this set state will do what? It will update these values, and whenever it is going to call this, there is no render method here, but it is going to reload this. Then you are going to get add sub mul div mod. This is what we are doing. Now the same example, how we are going to manage using what? Use reducer. So what is the functionality of a reducer? We basically try to do what? We try to create a separate space. Yes or no? Outside the application, we try to create a store. And to that store, what we do? We basically try to store all the results or whatever you want to store. You store it here. Yes or no? Okay. So same thing what we are going to do now. We are going to replicate using use reducer. We have gone through Redux. Okay. Now we'll be doing the same example using use reducer. So what we need to do for a Redux store, what you need first? You need a store. And how you describe a store? How you describe the store? That means the schema part of it. How you describe? What you use?
Create store.
Create store is to create. Who has the schema of it? Who will be having the schema? Who will have the schema of it? You have seen already this example, right? Who is having the schema? One init, right? Yes or no? This will have the default schema. So what we are going to do? We are going to create here also a schema. We are going to create here also a schema. And where we are going to create? Where we are going to create, inside this application or outside?
Outside.
Outside only. Why? Because it is a outside store,
Outside
right?
store,
Yes or no?
yes.
It is not inside your React application. So you have to create it outside. So you have to do it. Say for example, constant init. Yes or no? Constant init. Then in this, what is this? Add mul sub div mod. So add is initially 0. Sub is initially 0. Mul is initially 0. Yes or no? Div is initially 0. And mod is initially 0. Okay. These are the 5 values. These are the 5 values. Okay. Now, after getting this init, you have to write a reducer function where this initialization has to be happening. Yes or no? What is a reducer function, guys? What is a reducer function? Already we have noted it here. This reducer function. What do you use? This is a utility where you do this. Reducer is what? It is a simple function which takes 2 arguments. One is state, another one is action.
Action.
Then based on the action type, what do? We just update the values to the state and we return the state. That is what is the basic intent of a reducer. So what we are going to do here, we are going to write a reducer function so that we can pass that to our use reducer. Yes or no? So first create a reducer function, my reducer. Yes or no? My reducer is a simple function. It takes 2 arguments. What are those? State and
Action.
State and action. State initially takes what? Initially state takes init value, right? Yes or no? It takes an init value. If you see our earlier examples in this, if you go to your reducer, what it takes? State equals to post init, then state equals to saga init, state equals to thunk init. Yes or no? Likewise. So here it is, you are taking action and state. Then what you are going to do? You are going to say if action type. Action.type, you have to do a check. Let's make it switch so that it will give more, it can cover wider range of, so switch. Now here what we are doing, we will define our case. So what is the first case? Here one case, but we will assume it is a case. What is that case? Calculate. So we can define, say for example, calculate. Yes or no? I will define a calculate, case calculate. Then in that case, what you are going to do inside this? You are going to update the state variable. This is what you do, right? Yes or no? You update the state variable inside this. Go here and check. What do you do inside this? You update the state variable. You append this to, you update to the existing state variable. Here also you are going to do the same thing. State, then what are the values you need to update? These values, these init values. But here in a single shot, in a single click, all are getting updated. All 5 are getting updated or not? It is not one value. This all are getting updated. So what you can do here? Add. Who joined? Sumit joined. Okay. Add. So how we are going to get it? How we are going to get it? From where we are going to get it? The state value will be updated from where? From the action data, right? Yes or no? So here what is the data? Add sum mul div. Yes or no? So here it is add sum mul div. So I can say here action dot add. Then sub is action dot sub. Then tell me, mul is action.mon. Then div is action.div. Then mod is action.mod. Yes or no? Action.mod. Okay. Now we got all these values. Then what we can do? We can break it. Okay. Now, so if this case matches now, if this calculate case matches now to the state variable, what and all values it is going to update? All these values it is going to update in the state variable. Yes or no? And yes, you are taking directly add. Add will be action. From action it will take whatever the action is going to. What action is going to update? It is going to update all these values and it is going to take. And after doing that, what we need to do? We need to return state. So we completed a my reducer now. We completed a reducer function now. This is what is a reducer function, right? Yes or no? Now,
Yes, Sunil.
Yes, sir.
yeah. So we have got a initial schema or initial store. This is the store, and it is a reducer function.
Reducer.
How simple it is. Yes or no? This we used to define in our earlier examples also. Yes or no? Now what we are going to do? We are going to call hook use reducer hook. How you are going to do that? Using React.use reducer. Yes or no? Okay. And what use reducer does? Use reducer should, like, it is you are going to register. You have already a reducer function. What is the reducer function you have defined? My reducer. Yes or no? So this React.use reducer is going to do every sort of thing, whatever your create store you used to do, then dispatch you used to do, all these things you have to do. Yes or no? So now this use reducer takes what? This takes two arguments. One is your reducer function. Another one is the store schema, that is initial store. So okay. So to create a store, it needs two things. One is your reducer function, which is to be registered, which is to be linked whenever a store is created. And after creating a store, what would be the default schema? After creating the store, what will be the default schema? That is also required. Okay. So internally, it is going to do the similar function, same things, whatever a create store used to do. Getting it? So it is just one liner, okay, which is going to cover all this, like complete all the functionalities what you used to do. So in your reducer, what you are having? So you can say use reducer
Sunil,
is
so this use reducer is useful when many states are linked to one function call, right? If so suppose if we have other states and they are linked with another function call, so that time use reducer is not useful, right?
Come again with your question.
Suppose see now we are calling a function click, and in that function click all the state variables are updated.
Yes.
Addition, subtraction, everything. So in that case we are using use reducer, right? Suppose we have two or more than two functions. In one function, two state variables are updated. In another function, another two state variables are updated. So in that case also, like, we can use
it is
okay,
same thing. You got your answer, what you are asking. So
yes,
do you remember we had created multiple components
yes,
like
yes,
update employee?
Yes,
update
yes, Sunil.
employee
Yeah.
salary. Okay,
Correct, correct. Yeah, I got it. I
okay.
got it.
So
Yeah.
phase wise, different functionalities used to update the Redux store. It is not only one function. Any number of function, anytime can be updated. They can
Yeah.
update the Redux store. But
Yes,
finally,
yes.
it is to be going to the Redux store. So you can, okay, let me, whatever she asked, let me uh, jot down here. Okay, what I was writing, I forgot. Use it. Okay, so what we can say, use reducer is, you can say, is a replacement of use state. Like, okay, when the state variables are more in number and having a complicated schema. Or complicated structure. Okay. Now what else it is? What else it is? Use reducer takes two arguments. What are those? One is reducer function and the initial value. Okay. So this reducer function, what? Returns what? It returns a new state. Yes or no? It
Yes.
returns a new state. So as the question came, so and what it is going to do? It is returns a new state. Okay. So using the current and action parameter. Yes or no? So, and it takes the init as, it considers init as initial state. This is the initial state and as well as a schema structure. Yes or no? Multiple functions. Okay. Or multiple operations can operate on the same store. Okay. Till they are, till their activities are linked with the data persisted into the same store. You got your answer? This is what I explained, whatever was your question. I told multiple operations can operate on the same store. Okay, that means in the same use reducer. Okay, till their activities, that functions, that operations activities are linked with the data persisted into the same store. That means if some functionality or some function or some operation is intended to deal with, say, this init store is having ename and esal. If they are dealing with this ename and esal, yes, there may be any number of functions in any sequence. They may be invoked at whenever, whatever time, but they can be linked with this. Is it fine?
Yes, Sunil. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Next is React dot use reducer. We take this reducer and init value. Okay, this is how we create this. This is how we create this use reducer. This is, yes or no? Okay, fine, fine. More note is also not good. And it returns actually what? It returns an array. It returns an array. So what we need to get out of this? What we need to get out of this? One is updated state. One is updated state. Another one is it will also return a dispatch function. What is a dispatch function? What a dispatch does? What a dispatch does? Can anyone tell me what a dispatch does? What a dispatch does, guys? It triggers an action. Yes or no? A dispatch triggers an action. We have discussed or not?
Yes, Sunil, yeah.
Yeah. So a dispatch. So it is going to return the updated state. Okay. After updating the state variable, it will have the updated state and it has to pass it to the dispatcher. So dispatcher is going to do what? It is going to push it. It is going to give it, hand it over to the action, and action is using your reducer. It is going to push it to the store. Right. So what you can do now, go back. Where is my reducer? Yes, go back here. Okay. Now what we are going to do here? So see here what we are doing. This is the function click, right? This is the function click. Okay. We are using use reducer. So what you can do here, constant. Okay. One is updated state and another one is dispatch. There are two functions. There are two functions. So once we get this dispatch, what you can do now, see here, it is updating all these values, right? It is updating all these values. So now what we are going to do, here. So we are going to comment out all those. We don't need any more use state. Use state we don't need anymore because we are using the store. We can get rid of the use state now. We are not using it anymore. Okay. One is this is updated state. This is the dispatch. And whatever the initial use state you are doing for this, who is taking care of that thing? This one. This is holding the initial values. This default store schema is holding that initial values.
Yes, sir.
Now you don't need this statements also, set, add, set, this one. Why? Because that is being taken care by where? Here it is. It has to, at the end of the day, it has to update the state variables. Yes or no? And that is being done by whom? This my reducer function. So do you need this anymore? You don't need this anymore. Rather than that, rather than calling this, who is going to take care of this? Who is going to trigger this reducer? To invoke the reducer in principle, who is responsible? What is the workflow? Dispatcher will create an action. Action will go and get passed to reducer, then reducer will trigger. Yes or no? So whom we are going to call in principle? Yes or no? We are going to call the dispatch. We are going to call the dispatch rather than set state variables, set state functions, set add, set sub, set mul, rather than doing the dispatch. So dispatch is going to create an action. Action will be triggered, and after that, automatically my reducer will get invoked. And it is going to push the data to the store. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So here in that scenario, how you are going to access? Here you are doing add, sub, mul. Now they are the local variables. They are the local variable. Here it was there. Now you have commented this out. You have commented this out. So how you are going to get them? How you are going to get them? These values you are creating here. That's why you are accessing it directly. Now there is no such variables. What is there? Where they are getting updated?
Updated.
State dot add.
So which state it is? updated state, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Updated state here. This is the updated state here, right? Updated state dot, what is the function in updated state? What is there in the state? This is add sub mul div. Yes or no? Then 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 fine, fine. So now that will be taken care here. Okay, updated state dot add updated state dot sub. Directly we are able to access the values. We are able to access the values, right? Yes or no? Okay, fine. Now, as per our workflow, we are now almost there. Yes or no? We have a reducer function in place. We have init. Yes or no? Then we have app. Inside this app, we are using the reference, use reference. Then after that, we are using use reducer by replacing use state, because we have many number of variables, and use state is a better prospect to complete that. Then in dispatch, what we are supposed to do? In dispatch, what we do basically? We update the values, right? In dispatch, we update the values in dispatch. So in dispatch, what we do? We pass what value has to go. So two things we pass in dispatch. One is type, and another one is what? The values which are supposed to be added, updated, that are add, sub, mul, div, mod. I can do add colon add, sub colon sub, all these things I can do. And type is what? What you have defined the type?
Calc.
Calc. So type is calc. Yes or no? So let's go and check this now. Reveal it on Explorer. Go, you can run it in this one. You can go it. This is, everything is there. Okay. So what is happening? Some issues are there. Yes or no? Some issues are there. What are those? Yeah. See here what it is telling, inline. So inline Babel script issue. That is typecast expression is expected to be wrapped within parentheses. What it means? What it means? The dispatch, whenever we are doing a dispatch, how the function looks like? How the function looks like? Whenever we are doing a dispatch, how the function looks like? Go back. Okay. So when we do a dispatch takes what? What is the mistake we have done here? Can you tell me? Or what we have missed here? Some issues are there in dispatch. Yes or no? What is that? Dispatch takes what? A JSON object. Yes or no? Dispatch takes one JSON object. Did we wrap it inside JSON object? So dispatch takes one JSON object. Okay. So this is the function ends here. This is the function ends here. Okay. Now this, sorry about this. Okay. So it should have been like this, right? Yes or no? Fine. Okay. Now let's go and run this. Reload this. Okay. We got this. So value one, if I'm giving 100 and it is 20 and I say calculate, then see here, sum is 120, sub is 80, multiplication is 2000, division is 5, mod is 0. Yes or no? Okay. Okay. All joined. Okay. Sumit is there. Okay. So what we will do? Any doubt here so far? We will do one more example, which we had done in the Redux store, so that you people will be able to compare it, or we can get into the next one. Whatever you say. Okay. Let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. What we will do? We will replicate the same example what we had done for our Redux application initially in the beginning. Okay. So that we will get a fair idea about it. Okay. Now, let me go here. Because we correlate our Redux, Redux store whenever we are going with use reducer. So if you do this example, probably you will get a better clarity. Okay. So let it be the app. Let it be the app. Okay. Then what I'm going to do? I am going to have how many components? 3 components. Yes or no? The first one is this is the one. Okay. That is the EMP. That is the EMP component. Then a payroll component. EMP component. Then it's a payroll component. This is the payroll component, right? This is the payroll component. Okay. So let this be the payroll. Okay. Payroll component. And one more component which is going to be the ERP. Let it be the ERP component. Okay. So here is the ERP component. Fine. Okay. Now what we are going to use here is we are going to have a reducer. We are going to have a reducer, that is my reducer, and one more store where we are going to update the data. Okay. So this is a store. So when you create a store, it must be linked with some reducers which are going to be invoked upon invoking the dispatcher. So dispatcher is going to create an action. An action is going to do what? It is going to invoke the reducer function. Okay. Now, so inside ERP, what we have? We have an employee. We have an employee. So this employee is, it is a name. Okay. It's a name. Okay. And one more is the salary component. Is a salary component. Is the ESAL. Okay. And so here we are going to have two buttons. We are going to have two buttons here. One this, one this. This is the store. It's a store button. And after that, at the end, what we need to get? We need to get the employee details and we need to get the salary details here inside this component. So they all should. And this one has to be directly linked with this guy. This is what is our functionality, right? We had used so far. So this is store. This is store. And this is also the store. Okay. This one now we are going to replicate in the functional component while using use reducer. Okay. So that we will get a better clarity on this. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one more use reducer 2. So it is use reducer 2. I'll copy all this. I'll remove all this functionalities here. So let this init be there. Okay. We will see this, what it is. Okay. Then this is the app. Okay. So, and this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean all this. Let's clean it completely. Okay. We'll do it from scratch. So it got hanged. Okay, let it be say okay okay ERP application. Let this be an ERP application. Okay, this is the app. Yes or no? Now, what we are going to do? What we are going to do? We are going to have what and all components, guys? How many components? 3 components: employee component, payroll component, and ERP component. Yes or no? So what we will do here? Let's start creating. First one is EMP component. Okay, this is the EMP component. Then the next one is okay. Here let's return a JSX. Return div, and here it is div. Okay, here let it be the EMP component. Or EMP widget. Okay. Likewise, we have a payroll. How many are there? EMP, payroll, and ERP. So we can go and say constant payroll. Then we are going to have, we are going to return the similar JSX here also. So this is, then what we are going to do? We are going to have a return. Copy this one. Okay, and it is ERP widget. Okay, fine. After doing this, what we are going to do? What we are going to do? So now we have created EMP, payroll, and ERP. Now inside this, what it is going to do? Inside this ERP, what we are going to do? Inside ERP, what we are going to invoke? Inside ERP, we are going to invoke this payroll and EMP component, right? Yes or no? So inside app, what I'm going to wait. So we need inside this payroll, we have to have a button. For EMP, we have to have a button. Yes or no? And inside ERP, we need both the data, that is name and salary. Name and salary. So what I'm going to do inside ERP, what I'm going to do, say I'm going to invoke so this is, let it be employee ERP. This is the payroll. Okay. And finally, what we are going to do, we are going to have a one more ERP. Okay, one more ERP, where what we are going to do, let me have a ERP file. This is a payroll ERP. Okay, so why I'm going to do this is okay. Now what we are going to do inside app component, what we are going to do, just we are going to register. We are going to register EMP. We are going to register payrolls, and we are going to register ERP. Okay. Okay. Now let's start for employee. What we need this dashboard we need. Yes or no? So this dashboard we need. What we are going to do? We'll create a paragraph. Okay. Inside this, what we are going to have, say for example, we are say ename. Okay, ename, and this is nothing but an input, right? And what we need to do, we need to store this. We need a button also. We need a button also. So one more button we need. Okay, so for example, store. Okay, similarly, what we are going to do for payroll also, what we need for payroll also, what we need, we can just take. Okay, so here we need esal, and it is also store, right? So now EMP and payroll designs are there. Now what we are going to do, one more dashboard we need, actually. Wait, let me go and save this. So Revel and Explorer. Okay, we got. So it is employee application. This is employee widget. This is payroll widget. Employee name is there. E-salary is there. Yes or no? Then store is there. Okay. Then store is there. Okay. Now in ERP widget, what we want to do? We want to display the values. Okay. That is employee and payroll. Fine. Okay. We'll do the changes, little bit changes to this also. Okay. At later point of time, because we need to now ename, we can give something, we can click store. Payroll, we can give something, you can restrict it to number also. Okay, you can restrict this to number also. Okay, so now what we will do, so let's define one more ERP. Okay, because I am trying to do a design for you people so that it will be okay. This is ERP widget. Okay, this is ERP widget. Okay, and in the ERP widget we can also register, because we want the values, right? Okay, fine, we will see that later. Now, so what we are going to do now, we are going to register the events for this. So for employee, what we are going to do, we are going to register an on click. Here in the button, we are going to have an on click equals to what I have to do. I can give a, say for example, a function click, yes or no? Then we have to define a function here, say constant function click, yes or no? Constant function click, and this is, sorry. Okay, okay. Now when we have a button, okay, there is a reference. Then what we have to do? This is going to have a reference. What reference it is going to have? Employee name, yes or no? So we can create a reference also here. We can use which hook? React dot use reference. Initially I'll pass, it is a string, so I'll pass null, and I can create a reference called name reference. For example, this is a name reference. Okay, now what we are going to do in the function click, event, what we are going to do? We have to use this name reference and get the value. How you are going to get this name reference value? Name reference dot current dot value. Yes or no? We are going to get name reference dot current dot value. One second. Pore. Sorry guys. So name reference dot current dot value we are going to get. Let it be let it be the name. Let it be the name. Okay. Now we can just display alert name. Alert name. Okay. Similarly for payroll, what we are going to have in this button on click, yes or no? We can have a function click. Name doesn't matter because they are block level, yes or no, function level. So what I can do here is I can copy this and I can put it here. And here, after that, what we can do? You can get a salary reference like this. Here you can say constant reference equals to React dot use reference null. Okay. Then constant function click. Constant function click. Okay. So here what we are going to update? Let it be the salary. Then in this case it is salary reference dot current dot value. Then here I am going to say salary.
Sunil, change that you mentioned sale ref.
1 second, please. Sorry. পরে আসি। Sorry for the disturbance.
Yeah, no problem, Sunil. How old your kids, Sunil?
It's just 2 years.
Oh, very small kid. It's so great, Sunil. You are able to manage it. You are a young.
Yeah, so what to do?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's a salary reference. It's a salary reference. Okay, it's a salary reference dot current dot value. Okay, fine. Now what we are going to do? What we are going to do? We are giving here a ref for input this employee. What it is? It is a name ref. Yes or no? So you can go and give a reference here directly. You can use ref. Yes or no? Do you remember this? We had done that. And here it is name ref. And this is salary reference. So here you can say reference is salary ref. Right. So now if I go and load this. Okay. See here when I'm giving, say, for example, Rahul. And I'll say store. So Rahul, I'm getting, say, payroll, it is 1,20,000. Okay. Then it is this, right? Fine. Okay. So what we are going to do now in this ERP widget, we are going to register. We are going to register also this employee and payroll. We will do that. Okay. But before that, let's go and do what? Let's go and create our store, init store. So this is our init store. Init store, what we are going to have now? What is the schema? Can you tell me? I can give as, for example, name and salary.
Name, salary.
Yeah. Okay. Name and salary. Okay. Name and salary. Okay. So in this case, in the reducer, what would be the action type? We can take first one is, say, for example, name. Yes or no? In this case, the state variable has to be updated with what? Name as action.data. Yes or no? What would be the second case? What would be the second case?
Salary.
Yeah, second case is salary. Second case is salary. Sorry. Second case is salary, and here it is state is and sal is
Action.
data. Yes or no? We got our reducer ready. We got our init value ready. We got our state and action values are passed here. Okay. Now what we are going to do? What we are going to do here? We will create our reducer. We will create our reducer. So how we are going to do that? How we are going to do that? So let's go here to the app. Okay, let's go to the app, and what we will do? We will register our reducer now. What I will do here? I'll write, so for example, react.use reducer. And what I am going to pass? What is the reducer function name? My reducer and init. Okay. Now, so we have to destructure. What it is going to return us? It is going to give us a updated state and dispatch. So I can say constant this equals to, here it is updated dispatch. Okay, updated state and dispatch. So now what we are going to do? Our dispatcher is ready. Okay, and our updated state, we have to do what? Now we have to extract the values, and then where we can store. So it is going to store the data where? In the Redux store, right? Yes or no? In the Redux store. But what we can do? We have to retrieve the data. We have to retrieve the data. Okay. If you people won't mind, can we stop here for today?
Yeah, sure, Sunil. Yeah.
No issues. Yes, sir.